أشهد
أشهد
أن
أن
إله
إله
إلا الله
إلا الله
وأشهد
وأشهد
أن
أن
محمدا
محمدا
رسول الله.
رسول الله.
أشهد
Allah
ألا
ilaha
إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمد عبده ورسوله.
I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Hello, Muslim friends of the world. Amidst the rapid tide of modernization, a new phenomenon has emerged in Japan. An increasing number of Japanese women are embracing Islam. This phenomenon has attracted attention from various quarters, both domestically and internationally. According to reports from several Muslim communities in Japan, the number of Japanese women converting to Islam has increased in recent years. Their reasons for embracing the faith vary, ranging from an interest in Islamic teachings to marriage with Muslim men. Many of them claim to have found peace and meaning in life through Islam's teachings. I feel that Islam provides me with a clear guide for life and gives me the inner peace I have long sought, said Aiko Tanaka, a convert who embraced Islam just last year. Aiko was a student who became interested in Islam after reading the Quran in Japanese. Additionally, social media and the internet play a crucial role in spreading information about Islam among Japanese women. Many of them begin learning about Islam through videos, blogs, and online forums before finally deciding to convert. However, these converts also face challenges. Some of them encounter rejection from their families or communities. Even though it's difficult, I feel this is the right path for me, said Yuki Nakamura, a Japanese woman who converted to Islam 2 years ago. Muslim organizations in Japan are also playing a role in supporting these converts. They provide guidance programs, religious classes, and a solid community to help them adjust to their new life as Muslims. This phenomenon shows that Islam is increasingly being accepted within Japanese society, particularly among women. With more Japanese women embracing Islam, the Muslim community in Japan continues to grow and diversify. In the future, it is hoped that there will be more interfaith dialogue and increased cross-cultural understanding so that Islam can be more widely accepted in Japan's modern and dynamic society. In recent years, mosques in Japan have become busier, signaling a growing interest in Islam in the country. This phenomenon is particularly evident in major cities like Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, where Muslim communities continue to grow and attract the attention of local residents. Mosques that were once quiet are now filled with worshippers, including both foreign Muslims working or studying in Japan and Japanese citizens who have embraced Islam. The increasing number of converts, especially among Japanese women, has also contributed to the growing attendance at these mosques. Every Friday, the number of worshippers attending Friday prayers continues to increase. In fact, on major Islamic holidays like Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha, the mosques become very crowded, said the Imam of Tokyo Kamiai Mosque, one of the largest and oldest mosques in Japan. Mosques are not only places of worship but also centers for social and cultural activities. Many mosques offer introductory classes on Islam, Arabic language courses, and various social activities open to the public. These activities are attended not only by Muslims but also by Japanese people interested in learning more about Islam. I come to this mosque not only to pray but also to learn about Islamic culture and religion. I feel very welcome here, said Haruto Suzuki, a young Japanese man who often visits Kobe Mosque. Furthermore, busy mosques have also become a draw for Muslim tourists visiting Japan. They feel more comfortable and accepted, as well as having a place to pray during their stay in the land of the rising sun. However, behind the bustling mosques lie challenges in meeting the need for adequate facilities and space. Some mosques have begun expanding their areas or building new facilities to accommodate the growing number of worshippers. This phenomenon shows that Islam is increasingly being accepted and recognized in Japan. Mosques are no longer just places of worship but have become community centers that play an important role in strengthening interfaith relations and introducing Islam in a positive way to Japanese society. In the future, with the growing number of Muslims in Japan, these mosques are expected to continue to develop, both in terms of numbers and functions, as symbols of diversity and tolerance in Japan. In recent years, Islam has experienced significant growth in Japan, both in terms of the number of adherents and societal acceptance. With this development, predictions and speculations have emerged that Islam could become the largest religion in Japan by 2040. But is this really possible? Currently, the majority of the Japanese population practices Shintoism and Buddhism, with most people practicing both religions simultaneously. Islam, while still a minority religion, has shown steady growth, especially among foreigners and Japanese citizens who have embraced Islam. There are several factors driving the growth of Islam in Japan. First, the increasing number of foreign workers and students from Muslim-majority countries coming to Japan. Second, more Japanese citizens, particularly women, are converting to Islam out of interest in its teachings or through marriage to Muslim men. Third, there has been an increase in dawah, Islamic missionary work, and educational activities about Islam conducted by the Muslim community in Japan. However, despite the promising growth of Islam in Japan, significant challenges remain. First, Japan is a country with an aging population and a low birth rate, which means that the overall population is not growing rapidly. Second, Islam is still faced with certain prejudices and misunderstandings within Japanese society, although acceptance of Muslims is increasing. Demographers and sociologists tend to be cautious in predicting that Islam will become the largest religion in Japan in a relatively short time, such as by 2040. They emphasize that although there is growth, the proportion of Muslims in Japan is still small compared to other traditional religions. However, if the growth trend continues, it is not impossible that Islam will have a greater influence in Japan in the future. Whatever the outcome, it is clear that the Muslim community in Japan will continue to grow and play an increasingly important role in an ever-diversifying Japanese society. With interfaith dialogue and deeper understanding, Islam could become an integral part of Japan's unique culture, although it may not immediately become the largest religion in the country. The year 2040 may still be far off, but social and religious dynamics in Japan continue to evolve in ways that are not always predictable.